Have you ever wondered? What if your future wasn't yours? Not metaphorically, I mean literally missing from the system. Lost inside a department that decides destinies like paperwork. And what if, right now, you're living a life that wasn't assigned to you? Because tonight, I found something I was never supposed to see. The day started normal if normal means working in a place where futures are printed, reviewed, corrected, and occasionally deleted. I'm a low-level clerk in what they call the Department of Fates. My job is simple. Sort the incoming life files, make sure the names match the assigned destinies, and file them away. It's a quiet, predictable job. The hum of the servers, the soft clicks of keyboards, the faint scent of old paper and ozone. Our world runs in order. Every single human is cataloged from birth. Every path is pre-recorded. Every choice logged. It's a vast, cosmic bureaucracy designed to keep the universe from spiraling into chaos. But at 2:19 p.m., the Hall of Timelines glitched. The endless rows of monitors, each displaying a flicker of a person's life, all froze at once. The constant, soft ticking of the great chrono counters in the main hall stopped for a single, terrifying moment. Time itself paused. Everything was silent, still. Except for one thing. A single, amber notification blinked on my otherwise frozen desk terminal. It read, "Unassigned file detected." That never happens. It can't happen. Every human is accounted for. Their file created and assigned the moment they draw their first breath. There are no loose ends, no forgotten souls. So why was this one different? With my heart pounding against my ribs, I navigated the system. The protocol was clear. Isolate the anomaly, report it to a supervisor, and await instructions. But curiosity, a dangerous thing in a place like this, got the better of me. I opened it, and I froze. My blood ran cold, because the file didn't belong to a stranger. It belonged to me. My name, my date of birth, my identification code. It was all there. But it was flagged, marked with a glaring error message I'd never seen before. My file wasn't just unassigned, it was fragmented, corrupted. 7 years of my destiny from age 19 to 26 were gone. Just empty. A blank space where my life was supposed to be. And where the data should have been, there was a single, stark note, stamped in digital red ink. Temporary placeholder. Subject should not exist. The system, the all-knowing, all-seeing machine that governed reality, thought I was an error, a glitch in the grand design. But someone, somewhere, had inserted a life for me anyway. A fake fate, a borrowed timeline, the life I was living right now, the job, the apartment, the memories. None of it was originally mine. The more I read, the more the sterile, cavernous office felt smaller. Claustrophobic, as if the walls were listening, closing in on me. I scrolled deeper, my hands trembling. And then I saw something worse. A second file. Link it to mine, but archived under a different classification. Resolved paradox. It was also labeled with my name. But this one wasn't my life. It described a short, uneventful timeline where I died at age 19. A car accident. Instant. No chance of survival. But I'm here. I'm 26. Breathing. Reading about my own impossible future. Which means someone rewrote my death. Someone high up in the fate department altered my timeline. Someone decided I wasn't supposed to die or, perhaps, wasn't supposed to live. I don't know which is worse. Was this a rescue or a curse? Then came the footsteps. Slow, heavy, measured, echoing from the far end of the long, dark corridor. It wasn't the sound of the night clerk making his rounds, not the archivist, with his shuffling gait. It wasn't human. The temperature in the room dropped. The overhead lights dimmed and flickered, casting long, dancing shadows, and an echoing voice, mechanical, ancient, devoid of all emotion, spoke, not from a specific direction, but from everywhere at once. Unauthorized access detected. Auditor deployed. My heart stopped. The auditor. We'd heard stories, whispers in the break room about the department's enforcer, a being that doesn't negotiate, it doesn't question. It simply corrects. You don't run from the auditor. You don't hide. You don't even breathe if it's near. Panic seized me. I scrambled from my desk and ducked behind the old, towering indexing shelves, the metallic frames cold against my back. Dust, centuries old, filled my mouth and nose. My hands trembled so violently I could barely keep them still. The footsteps stopped, right behind the shelf I was hiding behind. Silence. A complete, absolute silence that was louder than any sound. Then a single sheet of paper slid across the polished floor, stopping right at my feet. Primera picked it up. My hands shook as I read the printed words. Return the life that isn't yours. Just then, the old clerk, a man named Elias, who'd worked here since before I was born, appeared beside me without a sound. He just materialized from the shadows between the shelves. His face was pale, his eyes wide with a fear I'd never seen in him before. He whispered, his voice barely a breath. You weren't meant to see this, and they weren't meant to find you. Your existence is a disputed case. I looked from the note to his terrified face, and the only question that mattered clawed its way out of my throat. Whose life am I living? He wouldn't meet my eyes. He just stared at the floor, his voice flat. Not yours. Elias grabbed my arm, his grip surprisingly strong, and dragged me through a service corridor I had never seen before. The lights flickered erratically. The walls seemed to breathe with static electricity, humming with a low, threatening energy. We passed doors with no numbers, no labels, doors that shouldn't exist. He stopped at one, a featureless panel of pure white, and opened it into a room that defied logic. It was a perfect, shadowless white space, extending into infinity. Inside were thousands of files, floating in the air. Each one was blank. Each one hummed with a strange, latent power. He reached out and plucked one from the air, handing it to me. This is your true file, he said, but it's empty because your fate was erased. My voice cracked. Why? He didn't blink, didn't move. His face was a mask, because the moment you were born, the system detected something impossible, a future neither good nor bad, a future the department cannot control. My hands shook as I held the blank, humming file. What does that mean? He leaned closer, his whisper cold and urgent. It means your fate is not written, and that makes you the most dangerous anomaly we've ever seen. The lights in the white room dimmed again, plunging us into a gray twilight. The auditor's colossal shadow slid across the hallway outside, blocking the only exit. Elias pressed something small and cold into my hand. It was a black card, like a key card, with a strange, looping symbol I didn't recognize. Run, he whispered, pushing me toward a back wall that was beginning to shimmer. If you stay, they will correct you. That means erasure. The auditor's mechanical voice filled the room, vibrating through my bones. Return the invalid existence. This timeline is not authorized. The white walls seemed to close in. A powerful energy surged through the air, making my teeth ache, and all I could do was run toward the shimmering wall Elias had pointed to. I escaped the department. Or at least, I think I did. I don't know where that shimmering wall took me, but I'm back in my apartment. The city outside looks the same, but now, everything is different. Every time I close my eyes, I hear the sound of filing drawers, opening and closing. Every reflection I see in a mirror or a shop window flickers for just a second. Every shadow feels aligned with something watching me. The world feels like a stage, and I'm the actor who forgot his lines. And the strange part, this morning, I found a new file on my doorstep. Manila folder, official department sealed. It was stamped with a single, chilling line second notice. Your destiny must be returned. And now, I have to ask you, if a file with your future appeared at your door with 7 missing years, would you want to open it? Because After seeing mine, I don't sleep anymore. Thanks for watching. If you want to know what happens next, make sure to subscribe.